Have you ever found yourself wide awake at night, shifting positions endlessly, unable to slip into slumber even though your entire body feels worn out and ready for rest? It's a common experience for many individuals, but it becomes particularly pervasive for older adults. As the years pass, it can seem like insomnia transforms from an occasional annoyance to a near-constant nighttime companion. The frustration intensifies as you realize that while everyone else in your household or your neighborhood seems to sleep peacefully, you're left staring at the ceiling, wishing for just a few uninterrupted hours of rest. You may start to wonder if you'll ever again experience the luxury of a full night's sleep that leaves you feeling genuinely refreshed the following day. Fortunately, there's growing evidence that the solution may not lie in pill bottles, sedatives, or complicated bedtime rituals. In fact, it might be closer than you imagine. On your dinner plate. Over the last few decades, medical experts, nutritionists, and sleep scientists have increasingly turned their attention to the relationship between nutrition and sleep, especially in older populations. Their findings have been both illuminating and hopeful. Certain foods contain compounds that can naturally support the body's own mechanisms for regulating sleep. These foods can bolster melatonin levels, enhance serotonin production, and calm the nervous system, often without the side effects or dependency risks associated with many prescription or over-the-counter sleep aids. In this expanded discussion, we're diving deeply into 5 doctor-recommended foods that, according to scientific research, may help significantly with insomnia among older adults. These findings are especially relevant for individuals who prefer to manage their sleep health through more holistic, natural methods. Each food we'll explore has a unique set of properties, ranging from high levels of melatonin to essential minerals that promote muscle relaxation. Moreover, they are typically easy to integrate into your existing diet, requiring only small, gradual adjustments. We will also touch on how and why these foods work, exploring the relevant science behind these dietary interventions. By learning the rationale, you'll be more empowered to make informed decisions about your health. If you've been wrestling with poor sleep for years, take heart. Simple changes in what you eat may help you reclaim the long, restful nights you've been missing. Let's jump in. 1. Kiwi, nature's underrated sleep booster. One of the most surprising yet effective foods for promoting better sleep is kiwi, a small green fruit that might already be on your weekly grocery list. Despite its modest appearance, the kiwi packs a powerful punch when it comes to supporting more restorative rest. Research insights on kiwi. Doctors and researchers have devoted significant attention to kiwi over the past decade, and the results have been impressive. A well-cited study in the Asia-Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that adults who consumed 2 kiwis roughly 1 hour before bedtime each night experienced significant improvements in their sleep. Specifically, they tended to fall asleep faster, some by up to 35%, and stay asleep for longer stretches. Over the 4-week period, many participants saw the duration of their total sleep increased by as much as 13.3%. That might sound like a relatively modest number, but for people suffering from frequent nighttime awakenings or prolonged sleep onset, an extra 35 or 40 minutes of rest can be life-changing. Why kiwi works, serotonin, and more. What exactly gives kiwi its sleep-promoting qualities? One primary factor is its ability to boost serotonin levels. Serotonin serves as a precursor to melatonin, the hormone directly responsible for regulating the sleep-wake cycle. As we age, our bodies generally produce less melatonin, which may explain why many older adults report more frequent episodes of insomnia. By increasing the availability of serotonin, kiwis help ensure that your body has the raw material it needs to synthesize melatonin at night. Kiwi is also high in antioxidants and essential nutrients, such as folate. These elements support brain function and can mitigate oxidative stress in the body. Stress and anxiety frequently manifest as racing thoughts and restlessness at bedtime, which is one reason insomnia can become chronic. The antioxidants in kiwi assist in counteracting oxidative stress and protecting the nervous system, making it more likely for your mind and body to wind down effectively once you hit the pillow. Expert perspective. Dr. Alan Richardson, a sleep specialist with over 3 decades of clinical experience, often emphasizes how sleep difficulties are rarely just a nighttime problem. In his view, the food and nutrients you take in throughout the day set the tone for your evening and overnight hours. Kiwi stands out among fruits because its composition offers benefits to both the biochemical processes that encourage sleep and the psychological factors like stress relief that make relaxation possible. How to incorporate kiwi? If you decide to give kiwi a try, consider enjoying 1 or 2 kiwis about an hour before bed. Some people slice them into a fruit bowl, others enjoy them plain. You could also blend kiwi into a small sleep-focused smoothie or top them with yogurt. The routine is simple, but for many individuals, it can be a real game changer for sleep quality, without causing morning grogginess or dependence. 2. Tart cherries, a direct source of melatonin. Ever search for a way to increase your melatonin levels without relying too heavily on synthetic supplements or pills? Tart cherries may be the perfect answer. These small tangy fruits are known for their notably high melatonin content, significantly exceeding that found in their sweet cherry cousins. Scientific findings. In 2012, researchers publishing in the European Journal of Nutrition found that adults who consumed tart cherry juice twice daily for a week experienced tangible improvements in both the duration and quality of their sleep. On average, participants slept an additional 84 minutes per night, a dramatic improvement for anyone who chronically struggles to stay asleep. They also reported better sleep efficiency, a term sleep scientists use to describe how well a person remains in a restful, restorative state once they drift off. The power of melatonin. Melatonin is pivotal in controlling the circadian rhythm, which governs daily sleep and wake times. Over the lifespan, older adults often experience a decline in natural melatonin production, which can result in persistent insomnia. Tart cherries basically give your system an external melatonin boost, acting as a natural supplement, but in the form of food rather than a pill. Beyond melatonin, tart cherries boast high levels of antioxidants such as anthocyanins. These powerful compounds have been researched for their anti-inflammatory properties, and given that inflammation and sleep disturbances can go hand in hand, consuming tart cherries helps establish a physiological environment conducive to better sleep. Tryptophan 2. Additionally, tart cherries contain tryptophan, an amino acid best known for its presence in foods like turkey. Tryptophan helps your body produce both serotonin and melatonin, amplifying tart cherries' inherent sleep benefits. For many older adults, ensuring you have enough tryptophan and other supportive nutrients can make an enormous difference in how quickly and soundly you fall asleep. Best ways to consume tart cherries. Most doctors recommend a glass of tart cherry juice in the morning and another in the evening. While eating fresh or dried tart cherries is also beneficial, the juice is often more concentrated in its levels of melatonin and anthocyanin, delivering a more potent effect. It's important to note that tart cherry juice isn't a sedative. It doesn't knock you out like some sleep medications. Instead, it gently fosters a better internal environment for restful sleep so you can drift off more easily when bedtime arrives. 3. Bananas. Harnessing the power of magnesium and tryptophan. Bananas are beloved worldwide for their convenience and sweet flavor, but they also bring a wealth of sleep-supportive nutrients to the table. Often eaten as a quick snack, these fruits can significantly impact the ability of older adults to fall and stay asleep. The role of magnesium. One of the biggest reasons bananas support deeper, more restorative sleep is their impressive magnesium content. Magnesium is crucial for muscle relaxation and nervous system regulation. A deficiency in magnesium has been linked by numerous studies to insomnia, restless legs, and other sleep disturbances. By increasing magnesium intake, you help ease that sense of tension that can keep you awake long past the time you plan to fall asleep. Researchers publishing in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences discovered that older adults who regularly consumed magnesium-rich foods like bananas reported better sleep overall. They not only increased total sleep time, but also improved measures of sleep efficiency, meaning they spent a greater proportion of their time in bed actually asleep. Tryptophan's role. In addition to magnesium, bananas also contain tryptophan, the amino acid that bolsters serotonin and melatonin production. Serotonin is sometimes called the feel-good neurotransmitter because it helps alleviate stress and anxiety. In turn, a sufficient level of serotonin is necessary for the body to generate melatonin. Together, these compounds help orchestrate a healthy circadian rhythm. Dr. James Thornton, an expert in clinical nutrition and sleep research, notes that nutrient deficiencies, particularly magnesium, are more prevalent in older adults than commonly realized. The cumulative impact on sleep can be significant. By adding just one banana a day to your routine, you can start addressing a possible magnesium deficit while also reaping the reward of better sleep quality. How to enjoy bananas for sleep. One of the advantages of bananas is their versatility. You can eat a banana on its own in the evening, blend it into a soothing smoothie with yogurt, or slice it atop a piece of whole grain toast layered with peanut butter. Bananas are gentle on the stomach, so they tend not to cause discomfort or dramatic changes in blood sugar levels, which can disrupt sleep. If you ever find yourself feeling restless close to bedtime, consider a banana-based snack as a potential solution to gently guide your body toward relaxation. 4. Walnuts, an overlooked melatonin and omega-3 powerhouse. While people often mention almonds when talking about healthy nuts, walnuts deserve special attention for their sleep-supporting properties. They contain a potent combination of melatonin, tryptophan, and omega-3 fatty acids, a trio that makes them particularly beneficial for those seeking a better night's rest. Melatonin and tryptophan in walnuts. Walnuts are among the few whole foods that naturally have measurable levels of melatonin. A study in the journal Nutrients observed that individuals who consumed walnuts showed increased melatonin in their bloodstream, supporting the idea that these nuts might help shore up declining melatonin levels in older adults. This is crucial because an age-related drop-off in melatonin production underlies many cases of chronic insomnia. Moreover, walnuts contain tryptophan. Tryptophan's vital role as a precursor to serotonin and melatonin makes it doubly beneficial. When you eat walnuts, you're not only bringing in some direct melatonin, but you're also providing your body with the raw material it needs to manufacture more of its own. The special benefit of omega-3s. One of the most compelling reasons to include walnuts in your diet is their high omega-3 fatty acid content. Omega-3s, especially DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, can improve the brain's capacity to synthesize melatonin. Research shows that adequate DHA levels may be important for properly regulating sleep patterns. For older adults, supporting brain health through omega-3 intake can help maintain a smoother, more consistent sleep cycle. Dr. Catherine Reynolds, a nutritional medicine specialist, points out that many older patients assume melatonin supplements are their only option once insomnia takes hold. However, by selecting foods like walnuts, people can tap into a gentle food-based source of melatonin and related compounds. This approach often aligns better with the body's natural regulatory processes than taking large doses of synthetic melatonin. Incorporating walnuts into your diet. A small handful of walnuts in the evening, either on their own or sprinkled on top of yogurt, oatmeal, or a salad, can offer a meaningful nutritional boost. Walnuts can help maintain stable blood sugar overnight as well, potentially preventing some of the spikes and dips that can wake you from a sound sleep. While walnuts won't produce a knockout effect, they can gradually help your body align with its normal circadian rhythm, making you more receptive to sleep's cues. 5. Chamomile tea, a classic remedy to calm mind and body. Herbal teas come in many varieties, but chamomile tea has earned its reputation as one of the world's most soothing infusions, especially before bedtime. For centuries, cultures around the globe have utilized chamomile as a natural agent for tranquility. Current scientific studies confirm its power to help promote restful sleep without relying on pharmaceutical interventions. Chamomile's active compound, apigenin. Unlike some herbal teas that simply provide comfort due to their warmth and pleasant aroma, chamomile tea contains a specific bioactive compound called apigenin. Apigenin binds to certain receptors in the brain that help reduce anxiety and initiate sedation. While it is not a sedative in the same class as prescription drugs, it exerts a mild calming effect that can make a real difference if your mind often races at night. Modern research on chamomile. A notable study in the Journal of Advanced Nursing explored how drinking chamomile tea regularly affected older adults who had sleep difficulties. Over the course of 2 weeks, participants noticed that it took them less time to fall asleep, and they woke up fewer times during the night. They also reported feeling more alert and refreshed when morning arrived. Dr. Laura Bennett, an integrative sleep medicine physician, frequently recommends chamomile tea to her patients as a first-line natural intervention. She cites its lack of side effects, such as daytime drowsiness, tolerance, or dependence, that may accompany sleep medications. Chamomile gently guides the body and mind toward a peaceful state conducive to sleep rather than knocking you out chemically. Additional benefits of chamomile. Beyond its mild sedative effect, chamomile also has anti-inflammatory and digestion-supporting properties. Chronic inflammation is associated with disorders that can disrupt sleep, including certain types of pain or discomfort. Moreover, digestive issues like indigestion or bloating can also interfere with the ability to relax fully. By reducing inflammation and settling the stomach, chamomile creates a more favorable environment for consistent, uninterrupted rest, making it part of your evening routine. To experience chamomile's full benefits, brew a cup of the tea about 30 to 45 minutes before you plan to go to bed. Let it steep long enough, generally about 5 minutes, to extract a significant amount of its active compounds. Because chamomile is caffeine-free, you don't risk the stimulating effects you might get from black tea or green tea later in the day. If you're someone who appreciates rituals, creating a nightly chamomile moment, where you sit down, breathe deeply, and focus on the gentle act of sipping tea, can further support mental relaxation. As we come to the end of this extensive exploration, it's worth stepping back and summarizing what we've learned about managing insomnia, particularly in older adulthood. Insomnia has complex origins and can be exacerbated by issues like chronic pain, stress, medications, and even changes in circadian rhythm. While it might be easy to think of sleep problems as an inevitable part of getting older, the truth is that small dietary adjustments can powerfully influence your nighttime experience. We've seen that kiwi, tart cherries, bananas, walnuts, and chamomile tea each have unique properties that support better sleep. Kiwi, high in serotonin-boosting nutrients, antioxidants, and folate, kiwi helps the body increase melatonin levels and reduce stress, translating to quicker sleep onset and improved duration. Tart cherries, a standout natural source of melatonin, plus tryptophan and antioxidants. Regularly consuming tart cherry juice has been associated with longer, more efficient sleep. Bananas, loaded with magnesium and tryptophan, bananas help relax muscles and stabilize mood, creating a prime environment for deep, restful sleep. Walnuts, containing melatonin, tryptophan, and omega-3 fatty acids, walnuts address multiple facets of sleep health by supplementing your body's melatonin supply and supporting healthy brain function. Chamomile tea, with the calming compound apigenin, chamomile tea helps reduce anxiety and inflammation, acting as a gentle, holistic approach to promote relaxation before bed. None of these foods work like a light switch that instantly flips you from awake to asleep. Rather, they function as gentle nudges that realign your internal rhythms and calm your body and mind. This natural approach can help you avoid the pitfalls of certain sleep medications, which may include grogginess, risk of dependence, and disruption of your natural sleep architecture. If long, sleepless nights have been a persistent challenge for you or for a loved one, consider experimenting with one or more of these foods. Because they're widely available and easy to add into your diet, you might discover a cost-effective, natural strategy that significantly improves your sleep quality. Of course, it's important to remember that insomnia can have multiple causes. In some cases, underlying medical conditions, certain prescription drugs, or mental health challenges like depression or anxiety may be contributing factors. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional if you suspect other issues are at play. Still, the potential benefits of these doctor-recommended foods are well documented and might represent the gentle, supportive aid you've been seeking. We'd also love to hear from you. Which of these foods sparked your curiosity the most? Have you tried incorporating any of them into your evening routine? If so, did you notice any changes in how fast you fell asleep, how often you woke up, or how you felt the next morning? Share your experiences in the comments. Your story might offer hope or guidance to others who are also on the quest for better sleep. By comparing notes and supporting one another, we can all learn more about how to fine-tune our diets to maximize rest. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into foods that can transform your nights. If you found this information helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, or sharing it with someone who might benefit from these insights. Each interaction helps us reach more individuals who are eager to take control of their well-being through balanced, natural methods. We look forward to bringing more valuable tips and research-based advice on enhancing your health and wellness. Here's to nights filled with peaceful slumber and mornings where you wake up feeling truly energized and ready to enjoy life day after day.